I have become addicted to working hard. When I first started my business a few years ago, what I was focused on was the end result. What was the dream income that I wanted? How was I going to get there? What was I going to do to achieve that? And all I was doing was going through the motions to get to that dream outcome. But over the past few months, I have shifted my mind frame from being addicted to the outcome to addicted to the process. And my life has changed drastically since then for the absolute better. Because my number one metric that I look for that my business is going in the right direction now is, are my skills improving? Am I working hard for my skills to improve? And it's not even necessarily working hard, but am I getting better at what I am currently doing? Because right now I help very large businesses sell their products on social media by helping them grow, creating back-end funnels, and doing the whole 9 yards, from turning a viewer into a paying customer, mainly by helping them drastically increase the number of views. And so all I measure my success now, instead of the income that I'm receiving, it is based upon how much is my skill set improving. And when I judge myself based upon those metrics and not how much money I'm making, one, I'm making much more money, but two, I'm much more fulfilled. And I didn't do this on purpose. It really started when I moved to Colombia, and me and PJ were studying every single night. And I was basically saying, it doesn't matter how much value you provide right now. It matters that you get really good at this 6 months from now. And ever since I've had that simple mind shift change, thinking, dude, you're right. It doesn't matter what I do today. It matters how good I am at this 5 years from now. So just continuously get better over time. And now I'm working from 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. every single day, and I am obsessed with it. The reason why I'm going to bed so late is because I'm staring at my ceiling, so excited to wake up to work the next day. And that is such a weird feeling, because I used to want to maximize delegation towards employees so I didn't have to work, because I didn't want to work. But I have quite literally gotten addicted to working hard towards these goals, and the goals are getting better. That is the unique thing. Life is really just a video game. And I remember deeply in high school, I used to play Fortnite every single day. Before that, I would play Call of Duty, and I would play it from right when I got home from school until I'd go to bed. Every single day of middle school, of high school, it was my passion. I honestly just wanted to be the best Fortnite player ever. And when you treat it that way, it is the same with your skill sets in life. The goal of Fortnite was always to win, but the main thing was to have fun and to get better. My favorite part of Fortnite was actually just 1v1ing my friends and trying to get better at, let's say, building or whatever the hell I was doing, or my accuracy. Just improving the skill sets and upgrading your ability in every aspect. It's the exact same way in life. And when me and PJ really started to work hard towards studying this stuff, we just want to be better in every aspect of our life. So now we are eating the healthiest I've ever eaten in my entire life, working out harder than I've ever worked out, studying harder than I've ever studied, working harder than I've ever worked. And I want to do more of it. And I'm getting more excited to work every single day. It's the complete opposite as to what I would have expected. I would have expected I would feel more burnt out, but I have more energy today. And I can promise you, the people I'm living with in this house feel the exact same way. When you are actually working with the dream life being hard work, there's absolutely no way to lose. It is feasibly impossible.
It didn't start off this way. At first, I hated working. Everyone does. I was simply working for the sake that I knew it was the right thing to do. I knew it was objectively better to learn skills and get better. But I hated it. I hated every second, because when you don't know what you don't know, and there's this massive hill of knowledge that you know you need to overcome to start to get some sort of progress, it is wildly intimidating. And it took me months and months and months, and maybe even a year and a half to get to the point where I got over that hump. But you have to get there to start to love the process. And every person that I know that is a super successful business owner just loves it. One of the guys that I work with, he has a 10,000 unit real estate portfolio. He has a $3 billion company with hundreds and hundreds of employees. He's an older guy, and I've asked him, dude, why don't you just retire? And he said, why would I? I'm having so much fun. I've built my life around something that I enjoy doing. Why would I sell this? I would just want to start another business. And for me, that was this massive aha moment, because this is a guy who has everything. And he said he just has fun doing what he's doing. And he is a guy in his 60s who just continues to kick ass because he enjoys it. Winners just win. It is inevitable. They will continue to win because it is the way that they look at the world, and how that differs from 99% of people who just have this super sucky attitude towards everything. And that is my least favorite thing to do. Hang out with people that just only look at the negatives in life, just being constantly down. I mean, there's quite literally nothing that you benefit from that. The victimhood mentality and the victimhood Olympics, competing to see who is the most oppressed and why their life sucks more, are the dregs of society that I hate being around more than anything. It is the complete opposite feeling that I get when I'm having a super stimulating conversation with a very successful person. So you don't enjoy the process when you're first starting, but once you get over that, it becomes the most fun game in the entire world. I have a million times more fun playing this game than I did playing Fortnite, than I did playing Call of Duty. And those most people look back at as the best times of their lives. Playing Call of Duty in the Black Ops 2 lobby with all their friends talking shit. Business is so much more fun when you get over those humps and you go over a few years of having just a terrible life. It's the same way when you first started Fortnite and you died, you wanted to just quit, but you just keep playing. And then the goal doesn't become winning every single game. And even if you don't win every single game, you don't care. You just spawn into a new game. And some days you don't win. Some weeks you don't win, but you just keep on spawning into a new game because the process of playing is the fun part. That's the exact same way that I've developed my love for business and growing my skill sets.
It is all this massive positive feedback loop because we're eating so healthy. Today, I had steak for my first meal, then I had chicken and eggs for my second, and that's all I had, and I had a ton of it, and a bunch of fruit. With that, because you're eating so healthy, your energy levels go up. In the gym, you have more energy, you feel stronger because you're eating so much protein. At the same time, because you have higher energy levels and your cognitive ability is at an elevated level because you aren't filled with a bunch of processed garbage slowing you down and giving you that midday fatigue, you want to work. And when you are working, you can get super focused. And when you get super focused and you're in the zone, then you get so much done and you feel so fulfilled and you're very satisfied with yourself, making you want to do more of it and doubling down. It is the exact opposite of the negative feedback loop that I used to be in high school. I would come home, I remember this every single day. I would have Fritos, spicy Cheetos, and pizza rolls. And I would have that every single day after school. And I was always excited for that. But how do you feel after you eat a 20 pack of pizza rolls, a mini bag of Fritos, and a bag of hot Cheetos? You don't feel too good at all. Your stomach starts to hurt, your head gets heavy, you feel fatigued. You probably want to go for a midday nap. Then I would just play video games the entire time. My life now is better than anything I could have ever have dreamed of. The lifestyle that I have is a million times more fun. Working is more fun than I ever thought. I thought work was meant to be miserable. Everyone that I knew that worked was miserable working. Now I'm so effing excited to wake up to work. And I feel bad for everyone else because I know that they don't feel that way. And I think the biggest reason why is because the goal is just to get better. And when you see it that way, or at least for myself, seeing my only goal to get better, it is impossible to lose. And because that is the way I look at it, my income is skyrocketing with it. My enjoyment towards working is skyrocketing with it. My lifestyle is increasing so much. My network, every single thing that I care about is getting so much better. I really, really, really value having stimulating conversations with incredibly smart people. That is probably my second favorite hobby after working out and getting in better shape. And when I have those conversations, I get very energized. But to get in those rooms and for those people to want to spend time with you, you have to be able to provide some sort of value. And so I am surrounded by some of the most successful people in the world because I found a way to provide value for them. When you work all hours of every day and you don't see it as work, and today I was asked by George if I wanted to go to this place called Camino Trece. It is in Medellin, Colombia, where we are, and it is this fun place with a bunch of graffiti and there's a bunch of cool things. It is where Pablo Escobar really set things up. It's a really cool place to go. But I turned him down, today is Sunday, because I really wanted to work. I genuinely, really wanted to work because yesterday we were in this place called Hardin, which is known for having the best coffee, this very peaceful, scenic area. It was such a spectacular day, but I didn't do much work yesterday and I just genuinely missed it. And today I just wanted to work and that's what I did. And I am fired up because of that. That is such a hard thing to communicate to somebody else, to say, hey, Mom, I didn't want to do something fun today because I was going to have way more fun working on a Sunday. Or instead of going out on a Saturday night, working until midnight and 1 a.m. Last night, me and Luke, we talked from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. about business. And it went by in an instant. And then I couldn't fall asleep because I was so excited about the conversation that we had. It is tough to communicate this to people. I mean, I'm talking to a phone right now, just looking at you down in the center, but I'm obviously not, it doesn't feel like I'm talking to another person. It feels like I'm talking to a phone. You see that you get 100 views on a video, but what does that actually mean? I mean, it's tough to imagine a person on the other side of this. It just feels like I'm having a conversation with myself. And every night I look and think my life feasibly can't get any better. And then I wake up and it's even better. And all of that has been a result of me just treating work as fun. And so many people tell me that that sounds miserable. But to me, your life sounds miserable to the people who say that. So you can choose what you want to do. That is the great thing in this world. Everyone can choose what they want. But I'm telling you, for myself, because I make a video every day for, let's say, 1,000 days. That was my goal and what I'm going to stick to, just to document where I've come. And I remember in the earlier days, I was saying that I just didn't want to work at all. And I still want to delegate. My goal is to have a business that runs itself, but my goal is still just to learn and get as good as possible. And so you can do both things simultaneously, which is what I'm doing right now. But you get to choose what you're addicted to. You could be addicted to cocaine and partying and drugs and gambling or porn. Most people are addicted to something, but I have chosen to get addicted to work. And I never give advice. I never really will. I'm just telling you, this has been the best decision I've ever made in my entire life and the most fulfilling. But at the same time, there's been months and months, probably 8+ months at a time, that I just have completely forgotten over the past few years because I've just been working everything away. And you say no to most things. But from a fulfillment standpoint, I've never felt better, ever, in my entire life. So hopefully, if I'm watching this a few hundred days from now, I will look back and hopefully my goals have not changed and my goals are still to just get better and to work because the sake of working is fulfilling. I've never felt more satisfied with myself than I do now with how much I am working. And so I'm really just talking to myself in a few hundred days to where hopefully I'm still doing the same thing that I'm doing now. Because Josh, it's impossible to lose with what you're doing. So you dumb fucker, just keep doing it.